Okay, we're live. This is going to be Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 10. Predictions. Horrible People review.
Horrible people.
So, Giddy, why don't you start off with your predictions for Episode 10 of this?
Just go through the main storylines and we'll each talk about them.
You know I'm like pretty fucking... Alright, I guess I'm not that inebriated. I can do it.
Jesus Christ.
The Dornish storyline with Jaime and Arya and...
Just real quick, just saying, has anybody else been kind of disappointed with Dorne?
I think, much like in the books, they're setting something up. Oh, and by the way, the reason that fight scene in the Water Gardens wasn't the best, and let's just say it was subpar, was because the actual guy who handles all of their choreography for the fighting was actually doing the Hard Home episode. He was off doing the Hard Home episode on the other side of the world.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I should have gotten Yingling. All right.
Horrible people.
All right, he's not here. All right. I actually have not given this any thought. Helen and I were actually discussing only the Stannis thing. You sort of caught me with my pants down, Gideon. I actually have no idea what happens with this.
Speaking of the Stannis thing, and we might as well try that, my prediction is that everything is actually going to go according to plan. Some people are expecting things to go wrong, where Stannis thinks everything worked, and suddenly, oh god, I'm dead. But I actually have good hopes for this whole Stannis arc. Mostly because I think it's important for the show to see that there's certain sacrifices that should be done.
Are you talking about Stannis or Dorne? What the fuck are you talking about?
Stannis.
God damn. We're talking about Dorne, motherfucker.
You literally mentioned Stannis, and I said, speaking of Stannis, and you literally said, go ahead. And we have it recorded.
You didn't say go ahead. You just went ahead.
Yeah, you know what, Hellman? You're the one who's trying to take this show.
No, he said the words, go ahead. Wasn't that him, or was that you?
Nobody said that.
Nobody said it. You hear what you want to hear, like the Mad King area.
Maybe I should be king.
Or Mad Queen Daenerys, basically.
All right, well, continue. That's my 2 cents for Stannis.
Well, we're gonna get into Stannis later on because he's the most important thing, and Daenerys is shit. So, Gideon, you faggot. All right, I'm not anti-gay. All right, I like men and women. So
yes, he is.
Give me any shit.
You like men and women?
Yeah.
And
you're bisexual?
Gay.
Holy gay, bro! You look fucking dick. Look fucking dick like the beer bro.
All right, so Dorne, Adam. Talk about Dorne.
Yeah. All right. This is really starting to get to me. Yeah, Dorne. I haven't really given it enough time to think about. I don't know. It's possible Jaime. I think Jaime's going to show up in King's Landing. I don't think Dorne knows what's happening with the whole Cersei situation that's over there. Jaime could show up with a small army of Dornish. What
was that letter he was writing? Do you have any idea?
I think he was just writing to his sister, telling her that everything's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will be interesting.
There's a theory that I don't remember the exact details to, but some people think that Trystane in the show is going to be Aegon.
Who?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
sorry. Who in the show?
Pretty fucking cool.
Aegon.
No,
Aegon.
Who's
Trystane.
Is it Aegon or Egan?
Aegon, same thing to me.
Egan Conqueror, Egan the Conqueror. I think it's Egan, isn't it?
Well, what's his face while dying? He mentioned Egg. I think that's a nickname for his brother. Aegon.
Yeah, it's probably Aegon.
Yeah, so whatever.
You don't know shit about Game of Thrones, okay?
So what do you think about that?
I wouldn't mind it. It would give it some validity, some life to it. That'd be great. I'd love it if he was taking over Aegon Blackfire's fucking role in the books. That'd be a lot really interesting to do. I mean, in the show, does anybody know where the sword Blackfire even is? I mean,
I don't know.
Because Egan Blackfire has it, so I don't know if in the books maybe Dorne has it in the show, or I don't fucking know. I mean, I hope that would be really cool if Dorne just has it. Like, yeah, we got it in our fucking armory. Fuck you people. You know.
And then maybe Doran mentions to one of the Sand Snakes someone part of his plan, so we the audience know what's going on a bit.
That'd be really fucking helpful. Because right now, even to the audience, it's just like the audience is looking at Prince Doran and going, all you do is sit in your chair. Like I feel like as an audience, that's what we're doing. What are you fucking doing? You're sitting in your goddamn chair. Do something.
Do you think the Sand Snakes are gonna attack Jaime, Bronn, and everyone when they're leaving?
Gideon, you look like you look like an Amish warrior with that fucking.
Hey, Adam, what was that? The thing that I said about how I think possibly she's gonna try to set up some sort of war between houses.
Well, I think she tried that and obviously failed miserably. Like,
No.
I don't think Oberyn would want her to do this, but
Fish and mailed.
Vision mail.
fish and mailed, yeah. Oh Christ. I think that it's possible that she could have Trystane killed, but I don't think she would go because her entire thing is family, so I don't think she would go that far.
What if she pulls a Stannis?
Okay, first of all, you're using that incorrectly. Stannis did what he had to do for what was best for the kingdoms, which if she were...
What if that's her logic, though? What if that's the best for her?
Manners? Use your fucking manners, Hellman.
Okay, no, for freaking real, no, seriously. What if that's literally what she's thinking? Like, oh, for her family, one has to die, but,
I mean, at that point, it's just... I don't know. I hope not, because I would like to think Ilaria is smarter than that. But then again... She's just like her deceased fucking boyfriend. She's a fucking hothead. They're both fucking hotheads.
Very impulsive.
He was a hothead.
Until it got crushed.
Thank you. Thank you. We didn't know that, but
It got crushed by the mountain.
we weren't alluding to that at all. But thank you.
The mountain big booted him to the ground.
He didn't do any of that. Actually, I mean, clothesline from hell to his legs, maybe. But
And then did a pedigree, game over with his dead corpse.
what show were you watching? I want to know. What show were you watching? Were you watching WWE instead of Game of Thrones? Are you confusing the two again?
That'd be funny.
When the Khaleesi gave The Undertaker a Medal of Honor.
Off the Rails podcast.
Jim Ross on the side. Khaleesi just gave a thunderous powerbomb to the Undertaker through that table. My God, she broke him in half. Like, Brienne of Tarth, number 30, number 30, Brienne of Tarth is coming in. She's taking it to everyone. She's striking everything that moves. Who the fuck is calling you at this hour?
My mother.
They constantly, Jesus.
Is she okay?
I don't know.
Probably.
Why don't you answer the phone and maybe find out if she's like not dying on the side of the road?
Hello?
I'm sorry, audience. We're gonna get onto the predictions. We're sorry. We're mixing WWE with fucking.
Nobody said anything when she answered. I don't know what's going on.
Jaime Destroyer with a pile driver.
All right. So we basically have our predictions. Our predictions for Dorne are basically anything can fucking happen.
Yeah, and hopefully something interesting. Actually, like I like watching the inner workings of a city.
One of the actors who played one of the Sand Snakes said something big is going to happen over there this episode. So we'll see.
You'll see. I was just gonna make a Carl Pilkington joke about your mother in the call, but none of you would get it. But never mind. So
none of us would get it. How dare you?
Well, do you know who Carl Pilkington is?
No.
Okay. I encourage you to watch his show, An Idiot Abroad. Ricky Gervais also did Life is Too Short, and Carl Pilkington is part of the Ricky Gervais show on HBO. And it's a lot like this, except it's like all cartoon, and it's really funny. And he's like just an idiot.
All right. So what's the next place?
All right. Other than Dorne, and hopefully something awesome happens. Which, by the way, I like Dorne. I like. Yeah, the fight scene was actually, I like how some people say it was reminiscent of Hercules, that show that came out back in the day. I get it. You know, I'd like to actually see that show again, but it probably just might not hold up
You don't
because
have to see the
for
show.
obvious reasons. Although I would like to see Scene of the Warrior Princess again, but yeah. Yeah, Dorne. Hopefully Dorne just has that exclamation point. You know, we've had a little. I would have liked to have seen actually this season. I would have liked to see a little more politics in Dorne being done, but it just feels like they've been taking their time with that storyline in particular for whatever reason. Like they were just like, oh, let's focus on everything else, as long as they end this season with an exclamation point on Dorne, that'd be pretty amazing. Or what if they fucking reveal that Egan Blackfire is in Dorne? I mean that'd be. I mean, because in the books, Varys supports.
Is the Egan Blackfire thing from the books a particularly important event, or is it one of those like?
Right now, he's conquering shit in Westeros in the books.
Yeah, in the book. In the book, see, Varys is supporting Egan, and he wanted Tyrion to support Egan. So what happened was, in the books right now, he's already captured Storm End, and he's in the Stormlands while Cersei is having her trial.
Okay.
Yeah, so that while the reason like a lot of these other houses in Westeros start supporting Egan is because you know all the shit in Westeros falling apart in King's Landing, and while Stannis is in the north, the shit's going. The crown is being fucked up in King's Landing, and it's a whole bunch of things. But let's just focus on let's avoid the book stuff.
Okay. You know what could happen with that like could make us think that Egon's in the show. You know how in the books Varys does that thing when he kills Caven, or whatever.
Shut the I just said seconds ago not to say anything. Not even 6 seconds ago did I say not to say.
You don't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter what you think.
It's not about that.
It doesn't matter what
you think.
It's like I told Hellman. I told him don't press the red button. Okay, I'm not going to press it. All right, Hellman. You think we should have a strawberry lemonade or and what the fuck was that? And he presses the red fucking button.
You told me not to press it, but I didn't think.
It looks so shiny.
Is fucking.
The shininess is very.
People, I honestly think we should just stop the broadcast at this. I mean, Jesus.
No, it's fine. Just go to the next area. What's happening in freaking Winterfell?
Okay, guys. All right. God damn it, Gideon. All right, let's just real quick. I know in the books when Varys is supporting Egan, his claim, Egan Blackfire, but now in the show he's supporting Daenerys outright. It would be cool because in the books Egan has a supporter that, like Varys, that Dorne would be supporting Egan Blackfire, so that'd be really cool.
And then they put Varys with her.
But I wouldn't mind if they just have the sword Blackfire and give it to Prince Trystane and have him just, you know, fuck it, I'm going to marry Marcella Baratheon and blah, blah, blah. But let's move on to another storyline. What do you guys want to talk about next?
I want to talk about
Daenerys?
what's going to happen with Daenerys.
Okay, Daenerys. I think in the books, and I want to get away because Gideon had to just take a massive shit on the podcast, you know.
Ruin everything.
Yeah, honestly, that was my slogan for Gideon when we were younger. We were like 12.
Oh.
Gideon, you ruined everything! Because he would just fucking come in and kill the joke. He had a knack for coming in and taking the moment and saying a joke that was already. It's like what he did where like you and I made a joke, but then he actually makes a reference to crushing Oberyn's head when we were already alluding to that. That's what we did when we were kids and killed the moment. And it would just be fucking. Even when he actually didn't kill the moment, people in the neighborhood would say, "Oh, he killed the fucking moment because he's an asshole." But are you drinking tequila?
Orange juice.
Oh, never mind. All right, so let's just get on to this. Daenerys. I mean, all right.
I don't think it would be a big thing in this episode.
Talking about the books, I'm gonna put this in the description and everything. So don't please. All right. If you, guys, she's obviously gonna fly. I mean, look, we don't know where she's going. In the books, I know where she went, but
Right.
She might go to the desert. She might go somewhere. I don't know where the hell Drogon's going because other than Marine, I don't know. Like, where's he gonna land in Braavos? I mean, I don't know. Dany, I mean, basically for the promo for the episode 10, we see that Jorah, Tyrion, I think Grey Worm or Missandei and Dario are all sitting on the steps, and Tyrion's like, "Oh, you betrayed her," and blah 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 blah. Which I'm surprised Tyrion is doing that, considering Jorah. I mean, I don't know if he betrayed her. I think it was just he
You don't know
informed
who Tyrion's talking to. Like, you don't know who Tyrion directed that at.
her. But who else would he fucking be saying you betrayed
No,
her?
because you don't see that in the same scene. In the preview, you see them sitting there, and then later in the thing, you just hear Tyrion's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. The whole thing. I know that they started casting for the next season, and they're about to start like doing their shit. I hope we get to see Euron Greyjoy. I hope that the rumor of Daenerys and Arya's connection to Euron Greyjoy is true. And this is a theory, it's not spoiling anything. I just hope that Daenerys and Arya is Euron Greyjoy in disguise. It would make a lot of sense in the books. It would make a sense with what that masked chick that we saw for like 2 scenes in the show told Daenerys in the books about to beware the crow's eye and everything. So it would be really pretty cool.
The crow's eye is not part of that prophecy. It was taken out like in the edit.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a kraken. She said.
Oh, then that's just more on the nose. That's just even more like on the fucking yeah. And I do hope. No, I'll talk about that for like season 6 predictions that we'll do after. But
I don't think she's gonna have a big role in this episode. Probably just gonna be her landing and then like running to the Dothraki, and then that'll be it.
just wrote her out of the show completely. Said that she fell off Drogon and broke her neck. So,
Oh,
you know, I don't care. Just fucking laying there, like just twisted up neck, like fucking Bane fucking did the Dr. Pablo in the fucking football stadium.
That's awesome.
do you think you have power?
Dr. Pablo.
Power.
And who can deactivate this bomb? Only me. Only you. Thank you, Doctor. Fucking racist.
I have no idea how that ties in, but sure.
Stannis Baratheon is the rightful king. The one king. All right, what other storyline did we touch upon here?
Arya?
Oh, real quick, I think Dario is going to leave and go to Yunkai and actually sail to the Iron Islands instead of Yunkai. And, you know, yeah, I think he's going to leave this episode to go get reinforcements or something, and then Euron Greyjoy will show up in the Iron Islands. So,
You think they'll do it at the end of this episode? Well, like
not Euron. No. I think that'll be next. But the thing is, remember, a character has to die in order for Euron Greyjoy to appear. So, shut the fuck up, Gideon. I know you're gonna say it out loud. I know you're gonna.
I don't even know who it is.
It's Gideon. Seriously? Okay. What 3 names did Stannis Baratheon say?
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so, although it doesn't fucking tell you that the fucking Lord of Light is real, but whatever. Alright, so, what else do we have in this show other than Arya? Yeah. That's uncharted territory. The show is, I think, a little more ahead than the books is with her thing. I'm not really sure.
I think in the books it's someone else that she was after instead of Maren Trant.
Oh, I thought you said the guy training her. Yeah, the guy training her is a black dude that you saw in the beginning of the fucking season. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I don't give a shit about that. But I want to see her do some Batman Begins type of training. You know, I want to see her become like, you know, we can teach you to become truly invisible. Invisible? Up here! And the fucking guys come down from the ceiling.
Do you think she's gonna kill Maren Trant this episode?
I hope so. I hope she's like, you fucking, you know,
oh my god. What if that goes the wrongest way and it backfires on her spectacularly?
I think Jaqen H'ghar would bail her out.
Okay.
AKA Serial Pharrell.
Are you talking about like Maren Trant taking her back to King's Landing, or are you talking about him killing her? Hello?
Helman is dead.
God fucking damn it. Of course this fucking happened. He looks like Mance Rayder from that side shot, doesn't he? Right? Kieran Hines? Alright, Gideon, let's see you and me keep doing it. What do you think is going to happen with Daenerys' storyline?
Wait, who?
Daenerys' storyline.
I said it earlier. I said I don't think she's going to be a big part of this episode. I think it's just going to be like her landing, maybe a few minutes with Drogon, and then the Dothraki come and cut off there.
Wait, what?
You said Daenerys, right?
I
think
said Arya.
no, you said Daenerys. I can promise you 100% you said
My
Daenerys.
apologies. My
Oh,
apologies.
I was actually just calling you to make. Okay.
Yeah, but Arya, I think she may kill Maren Trant, and I wonder if the blind thing's gonna happen.
The blind thing?
What blind thing?
You know that in the books
No.
that
No.
she wakes up blind.
Jesus fucking Christ. What part of don't talk about the books don't you understand?
Literally
Jesus
5
Christ,
minutes ago. Literally 5 minutes ago, you said you're putting book spoilers in this description, and then you went on to say something about the books.
And then I didn't say anything about the books, man. I didn't want to talk about Balon Greyjoy dying. Oh. God. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
I think we're
Spoiler
gonna
cast.
all out now.
Poor guy. Never stood a chance.
No, he didn't still think that it has nothing to do with the Lord of Light. Even in the
I said that one did. I said that one did when we were talking about the other day.
that Robb Stark and Joffrey dying was the Lord of Light. It doesn't, Gideon, they're fucking dead. It's over. It was the Lord of Light.
There's one thing more powerful than the Lord of Light.
You say Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm gonna.
I win.
So cool.
It's pretty obvious that Stone Cold Steve Austin is, but we.
Oh, I never even told you my whole thing that I was dying in the car about, but we'll say that for remind me later, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, so we think Arya is going to do something.
I think she's going to either kill Maren Trant, but I was asking Helmut, do you think Maren Trant is going to just kill Arya?
No.
Yeah, I think she's too fucking OG, double OG, triple OG, OG for that. So.
Yeah.
Adam, aren't you the one who said there's supposed to be at least one Bran scene this season?
I'd like to see one Bran. Like I thought, if there was, it would be like him commanding Drogon or something. That'd be really cool. I'd like to see one Bran scene just to check in, see what he's up to. Because the next time we'll see him, he'll be like an old man with like a beard. So the way this show fucking goes. I know one reviewer was saying that like in Game of Thrones, no, in Mad Men, they can't get Sally Draper to fucking grow up enough. They're trying to make this girl grow up, but in Game of Thrones, they can't stop these kids from fucking growing up to be men.
They're too
Women.
hormonal.
By the way, real quick, Helmut, did you see the end of Mad Men?
I have not.
You're a faggot. All right, let's just keep going. It's amazing. It's the most perfect television ending to a show I've ever seen.
I heard it's really good.
It was like a perfect ending. I actually was really surprised. It was even better than the Sons of Anarchy ending. But let's just keep going. Don't spoil it, Gideon. And once again, in case don't spoil it.
Freaking Jax, like.
Shut the fuck
up.
Let's just keep going. What were we talking about, Gideon? Oh yeah, Arya. Yeah, I hope she starts doing her Batman Begins. Like they're fucking hitting her with fucking wooden bow staffs, and she's like training to dodge them and shit. I want her to be a ninja. I want her to be Batman. I want her to like literally dress up as Batman and fucking start, or Gotham by Gaslight and start fucking people up. I want her to.
Are they gonna cast Liam Neeson to train her?
You can cast Liam Neeson as a log, and it would be amazing.
It's like Jack and her guard rips off his face and it's Liam Neeson.
Okay, honestly, I want to see Serial.
It is actually the actor Liam Neeson.
It's actor. I fell into a dimensional portal, and I've been stuck in this time ever since. So.
No, but I hope Jack and her guard is Serial forever.
I don't care if people go, that's so convenient. Actually, it would make sense because here's a question I asked Gideon at the beginning. I don't know if it transferred over to the recorded podcast because Gideon and I had done this for a little bit, or one of our many phone conversations. But
okay.
How did Jaqen H'ghar get captured?
How did he get captured?
Because he was trapped with Mouthbiter or the fucking infected motherfucker and the other guy who attacked the Hound. But he was in that cage, and he was wearing Lannister armor. It would make sense that if Syr Forel knocked out Maren Trant and then left and then killed a Lannister guard, took his armor, changed his face and left, and then managed to get caught, or just got caught maybe to see, oh, hey, where's Arya, or just something like that. It may seem a bit too convenient, but in a world where there's dragons and everything, to see the awesome fucking dancing teacher from the beginning of the series, I'd love to see Syr Forel back.
I have a question about that.
What's up?
I
Go
agree.
You don't think Marin Trant would report that the guy got away?
Who gives it? You know how many people must have got like who gives who get Gideon? There was actually there's something in the show that happened that they never even ever talked about again. It happened in the first or second season. I believe it was
What was that?
When Lord Commander Gior sends Alistair Thorne to King's Landing to speak to the king with a piece of the White Walker, like the White Walker's arm or the hand of the White Walker that attacked Gior in his private quarters to get more men, and they never talked about that ever again. He told Jon, I'm going to put a few leagues between you and Alistair Thorne, because that's after he attacked Alistair Thorne, and Gior moments like, I told you not to do anything stupid. They mentioned that, and they never brought it the fuck up again, ever.
You're trying to spend all your days in the wall, or whatever. I don't know.
Not at all what they said, but
Speaking of the wall, that's what we should segue.
yeah, but like they never brought it up again, ever. You think they would have, but fuck it. All right, let's talk about the wall, whatever.
The wall, the least interesting place in the story, just got more interesting.
Honestly, you could probably argue that Dorne is that, but I've always liked the wall. Actually, I like watching. By the way, I think that's just like that. The Wire conditioned me to just really like watch something develop and expect it to pay off the next or the season after it. So I don't mind.
All three of us have seen The Wire, right? In full?
Yeah.
Oh, The Wire. I mean, for you viewers, watch The Wire. It's the greatest.
All right. So, spoiler alert, real quick.
No.
You know exactly what I'm gonna say, Adam. Jon Snow is gonna get Omar'd.
Oh, good God.
Like, how do you spoil two things? How did you do that? How did you spoil two things in one? Why can't you just shut the fuck up?
We all been saying that for half a season.
Why you could have just said Julius Caesar? You could have said fucking Cranstonites, like from Breaking Bad when he killed those like 11 people in like 1 minute. But you had to say that. You're such an asshole.
But none of those people had the shotgun, and none of them wanted
No, shut the fuck
none of them wanted what's that cereal he wanted?
fuck up.
It's just that when you say it that way, Omar, what else are people going to think?
You could have said Boba Fett, although you haven't seen Star Wars because you're a faggot. You know, like you are a cum shot on the underpants of like a porn star. You're horrible. You're just an
But you support the guy that burned his daughter, and I'm horrible.
He burned his daughter for what was best for the kingdom, so fuck
What's
off.
best for business?
It's what's best for business.
Yeah, so the wall.
For the wall. All right, let's just go. You're such an asshole. I wish I had the editing technology to bleep out what you said, but hopefully people won't get that.
Do you yell at the people on What the Flick when they said the same thing?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I do. Oh, by the way, the people on What the Flick had a poll of who was a more popular. I watched the news program. They had a poll of who was a more popular character between Walter White and Don Draper.
And they said Walter White?
Yeah, the more mainstream show won, unfortunately. Ben Mankey was just like, no, only stupid people would vote for Walter White, which I don't agree with. I like Walter White. I think he was a fascinating, great character, but in general, Don Draper's a much better, like, layered character. But that's just me.
Off the Rails.
What?
I said Off the Rails podcast.
Off the Rails podcast. This fucking. We have so many names for this fucking horseshit. It's like dung beetle of a podcast, but.
All right, so talk about the wall.
You say dung beetle of a podcast?
Yeah, dung beetle of a podcast that we have.
That's fucking awesome.
And thank you to the 5 subscribers that there are.
6, bastard.
Yeah. What? The fuck's wrong? There are subscribers.
I said there's 6 of them, not 5.
Oh well, 6, 5, fuck it.
Ben,
No, back down to 5. There's 6 guys left.
One of you subscribers is left out of that kiss, and it's up to you to decide who it is. But all right, the wall. What's happening with the wall? I actually have season 2 programmed in my head of the wall. I don't remember what's happening. Oh, that's right. He came back with the wildlings. It's pretty obvious this man is going to get Julius Caesar, the proper fucking person to actually. You cocksucker, Gideon.
Omar coming, yo.
Shut the fuck up.
Omar coming, yo.
Ollie coming, yo. Ollie coming.
Ollie coming, yo. It's Ollie. Yeah. I think that the Night's Watch guys are going to do something asshole-ish to Jon, and I think they're going to try to kill him or so. I don't know. He has the wildlings there, so I don't know what they can hope to get away with. I don't know if Jon maybe sends Tormund with the wildlings to Stannis. I don't know what the fuck happens.
There's two things I want to say about the Wall.
Oh, wait, real quick, I have a theory. I think that they're going to attack Jon, they're going to end up killing Jon, or something like that. I think Jon's going to be injured or die. And I think Sam is going to leave with Gilly and the baby with the wildlings and lead them down south. But what's up, man?
One, is there going to be a pink letter equivalent?
I mean, well, we have to talk about Stannis for that, but there's a chance that Stannis could lose this battle, and that letter could be real.
There is a chance.
And then two, are we going to see Davos get to the Wall this episode?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're just going to fucking skip to it. I mean,
like, is he gonna find out about Shireen? I don't know about
he finds out about.
It's gonna be a heartbreaking moment where he goes, "Shireen, and where's she at?"
Hellman and I talked about that. We'll get to that when we speak about Stannis. But yeah, I think Davos will make it there this season, or they'll meet Davos halfway, like when they start leaving and everything. So, or honestly, what could happen is that Jon leaves with the wildlings and takes them down south to Stannis, and then later, once he drops them off, he comes back with Sam or something, and then stab him to death. They could stab him to death. They could imprison him. They could charge him as a traitor. They could do anything they want at this, because remember, a lot of those guys at the Wall are not trustworthy.
Right.
They all suck.
And I don't know if Alistair Thorne is more on the fence now, or does he still completely hate Jon?
I think he respects Jon, but he doesn't like him. I think that's like what he said to Jon really sums up their relationship. It's just like, no, not their relationship, but what he thinks of him. What Alistair thinks of Jon is just like, you have a good heart, but it's going to get us all killed. Because
I don't understand how, like, I get it that they're all like rapists and murderers, but it makes it's common sense of why Jon's doing what he's doing.
I know, but I mean, a lot of those guys didn't get a fucking high school education or a middle school or like those guys didn't go to school. A lot of them don't know how to read. They're just ignorant motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's like the equivalent of like I can't really place a movie, but it's like that one racist white guy. When the humanity is about to fight the aliens, he's like, I'm not going to fight alongside of a blackie. I ain't going to fight alongside of a Negro. No, it's not going to happen. It's just like, bro, the aliens are fucking coming. What are you fucking talking about? Who gives a fucking shit? Or The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead, where Merle is just like, I ain't going to fight with dark meat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, bro, it's the apocalypse. Who gives a shit?
Aliens, dog.
Fucking idiot.
I wonder, like, I think Alistair Thorne might get it, but maybe he doesn't like it, probably. That could be a thing.
I hope if Jon is the chosen one, because, I mean, Gideon was telling me about, we talked about it we've been off camera, we've been off podcast for like an hour, we've just been bullshitting, and I had to leave and get beer, which is really working out. Oh my god, I have really lost some weight. I'm looking phenomenal. Jesus Christ. Alright. Sorry, yeah, it's the beer talking. No, it's not. What was I talking about? Jon Snow, right? Well, I was talking about something.
You would say the chosen one off camera? We were talking about
that you said that George R. R. Martin hinted that it's hard to write a series when your hero died 15 years ago. Yeah, that Rhaegar was the prince that was promised, and that he was Azor Ahai, and he had to fuck it up for everybody by having to fuck Lyanna Stark. Or you could just Robert had to fucking ruin it. Robert had to ruin it for everyone. So.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah. Smash that man in the. He smashed. He smashed his sternum. It wasn't like how all of the stories come out where he took his warhammer and hit him in and he broke his heart and everything. No, he smashed his ribs. Rhaegar shit himself and fucking. Just gore. That's like Robert was talking to Jamie and Barris and Selmy and Lancel in the beginning of season, in the middle of season 1, where it's like, the songs never mentioned the part where they shit themselves or something like that. It was just a really great scene.
Yeah.
Talk to Hellman real quick about it. I'm gonna let Hercules into my parents' room so he can. I keep hearing him scratching the door.
Hellman, what do you think is gonna happen at the Wall?
What's gonna happen at the Wall?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be pretty simple. Jon is gonna back up Stannis like he's supposed to, right? Like he's supposed to get word that he needs reinforcements. He's going to.
I know. What do you think can happen with John specifically, though?
Oh, like later in his life, I think.
No, I mean like right now, like next episode. Do you think he's gonna get, as Adam said, Julius Caesar?
That would be a hell of a cliffhanger. So yeah.
Like if the episode just ends on him laying there, it's like.
And it just zooms out with like him just sort of dying on the floor.
What's up? What are you talking about?
No, we're saying if the episode ends with John just laying there after getting Julius Caesar, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, then again, Melisandre's not there to wake him up. Thoros of Myr is not there to wake him up. Makoro from the books is not there to wake him up. To revive him. So
That's why we have Baby Sam.
what?
What?
What? A baby like doing the fucking hands or whatever? It's horseshit. All right. So yeah, the wall. Blah 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 blah. All right. What else do we have to talk about?
Blah, blah, blah.
Sansa and Brienne and all that.
Well, that ties into Stannis.
So we're gonna make Winterfell one big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
All right.
then
So can Stannis?
Let's get to the WrestleMania 18 main event.
what is up with the wrestling references tonight?
Wrestling's amazing. Obviously.
Yeah. Helman, do you want to start off with the Stannis thing, or?
So what I was saying is that I feel like Stannis is actually going to be successful in the siege, and everything is going to go according to plan in order to kind of give that feeling of, oh, hey, you know what? His sacrifice wasn't in vain. And it's going to set up the next set of potential conquests.
Gideon acts like Stannis was jacking off while Shireen was being like, yeah. Like, he acts like that happened. And it's so fucking annoying. He's like, oh, you support somebody who burned his daughter alive. Yeah, I support somebody who sacrificed his child for what was best for the realm, you cocksucker. Fuck you, idiot.
In his selfish opinion.
It's not a selfish opinion, it's a fact. That he's the father of the realm before he's a father of his child.
I love how you just twist everything to make your point of view true, but it's not.
Like the government or modern advertising, yeah.
Modern advertising.
You're modern advertising, Adam. You're 2010's Don Draper.
Wow.
What is that, season, 3? Yeah, sure, okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Sure.
It's not an insult or anything. That's pretty cool.
No, but do you think, in the books it's at a cliffhanger, do you think it's going to move past that in this episode?
I mean...
And Adam, in the book, the Stannis stuff is at a cliffhanger. Is this gonna move? Is this gonna skip over the cliffhanger and go to what happens after?
I think what's going to happen, there's a real chance Stannis could lose Winterfell. I mean, we thought Robb was going to take Casterly Rock, and clearly he didn't. The snow melts from the promo we saw.
Yeah.
Obviously, that fake god you don't believe in. Obviously, it was probably just global warming, you faggot.
I like how when I say something you don't listen, you always think what you want to think.
Gideon?
I told you there are some instances where he has power, but I don't think it's enough that he should have sacrificed his daughter.
Gideon, he's seen over 80,000 men go to his side to fight.
I just said that. I literally just said that.
Why are you yelling? Why can't you use your manners?
Because you yell, so I have to yell back.
I didn't yell. I spoke with
conviction. You yell. You literally always yell.
Conviction, you Amish motherfucker. How do you even have internet? Huh? Should you be churning some butter, douchebag? I'm seriously, I'm leaving port right now. I'm on a ship. I don't know where it's going. Oh, that's just like Starlight from Muse.
The Starlight.
All right, so talk about Winterfell.
All right. In a perfect world, which we don't live in, but in a perfect world, Stannis takes Winterfell. Sansa tries to escape with Brienne of Tarth. They're leaving. they get captured by Stannis' men during the fucking siege. Maybe Brienne goes inside of Winterfell, cuts down some of Stannis' men to find Brienne. Brienne just cuts down some of Stannis' men to find Sansa. Remember, Littlefinger is coming with his army from the Vale. Hopefully Stannis can just go piss off and fucking wipe them out.
Wait, why would
them out, but like just fucking basically stalemates him and basically just goes, come on in. But wait, how long am I talking? What?
Serial.
There's enough time in this episode for us to see the whole siege.
Hey,
they could do it within 10 or 20 minutes.
Serious question though. Why would Littlefinger and Stannis fight when they kind of come to an accord? Because they're not really at the very moment searching for the same thing. Am I right?
Well, it's when Peter Baelish was speaking with Cersei in King's Landing, he said, I'm gonna go back to the Vale, get the army, go up north, and what I'm gonna do is, when the Boltons and Stannis' army fight, I'm gonna attack the victor of that fight because they're not gonna have enough time to regroup and they're not gonna know what's going on, and I'm gonna come in.
Yeah, I get it. I'm saying why though? Like, wouldn't he be able to negotiate better with Stannis overall if because Stannis isn't dishonorable. Like, he knows it's like, oh, wait a second. If your current thing is really to liberate it, even if Littlefinger is being deceitful, wouldn't Stannis just be like, all right, whatever?
I'd like to think Stannis would align himself with Littlefinger to do it. I don't see why not, other than that and I'm going by the books, he does not like Littlefinger. In Season 2, he specifically says he's going to scour that court clean and scour the land clean of abomination. He really
he just doesn't like it.
How Robert would talk to him, and Littlefinger's words would come out, and because you know how Peter Baelish rubbed Ned the wrong way, just times 2 with Stannis. And now that Stannis, if he takes Winterfell, what's stopping Stannis from cutting off Peter Baelish's fucking head? What's really stopping him? You know what I mean? Unless Stannis knows, because word gets around in Westeros. If Stannis finds tells Sansa, oh, this motherfucker was the one who put a knife to Ned's throat, or is the one who captured Ned and gave him over to the Lannisters, that could have some horrible.
Yeah.
The Knights of the Vale are extremely loyal, so obviously Peter Baelish, they're loyal to Robb and Arryn, but Peter Baelish is running the Vale until Robb and Arryn comes of age. So they wouldn't just turn on Peter. But I'd like to see Littlefinger and Stannis come together. But Stannis doesn't have a big threshold for bullshit, like how Ned kept getting just where Peter Baelish was telling him, oh, no, fuck Stannis. The power's right there, you just have to reach out and grab it. And, Ned's like, don't you have a shred of fucking honor, bro? Seriously? And, Stannis will be like, you're barbecue, bro. You're done. It's over.
You're barbecue.
What we and Helman were talking about earlier was we have a theory that, let's say Stannis takes Winterfell and aligns with Littlefinger, or doesn't. This is just if he takes Winterfell. And Brienne... what happens is Davos confronts Stannis over what happened with Brienne, and Brienne impales Stannis, right? Let's say Davos and Stannis get into a tussle, sword fighting, and Stannis, being in his prime, the prime of his life, and pulverizes, and a better fighter, pulverizes Davos, knocks him down. Brienne takes her Valyrian shield sword and impales Stannis with it, and then beheads him. Let's say he impales Stannis like Jaime to the Mad King. And he falls to his knees, takes it out, and cuts off Stannis' head. And then, you have Stannis' men taking Brienne and tying her to the fucking pyre, and a whole bunch of Melisandre commanding them, because they are the queen's men, after all. It would be really awesome to see if, off-screen, Melisandre revives Stannis. Stannis comes out with the, Beric Dondarrion was beheaded by the mountain and was brought back and everything. It would be really cool to see Davos finally accept the Lord of Light, seeing, holy shit, I just watched you get beheaded and you're alive. Holy fuck. And Stannis, after Brienne is burned alive, walks over, notices something about the sword, grabs her Valyrian steel sword, pulls it out of the fire, and it is burning red like Lightbringer. That would be really fucking cool if something like that happened. But a lot of people were mentioning that there was a Trojan general from obviously thousands of years ago who sacrificed his child to have a good omen for the war. He won the war, but his wife ended up killing him. Selyse could end up killing Stannis. Davos could end up killing Stannis. Brienne could end up killing Stannis. But Melisandre is okay. Melisandre could bring him back. And I would like to see Davos finally bend the knee to Stannis and accept the Lord of Light, because even Davos can't refuse the fact that a dead man who was just beheaded or impaled, or both, was brought back to life. And I would like to see that happen. So there's that. I like to see Stannis, just come back from the dead and really. And I like to see Selyse die.
You think that would happen in this episode?
I don't know if it would happen in this episode. Maybe that might be for season 6 spoilers. If it did happen in this episode, that might be a bit rushed, unless they make this episode like an hour and a half or something. I don't know. I like to see Stannis take Storm. I like him to take Winterfell. I'd like him. Because you know how this show likes to interconnect certain episodes with certain themes. We could see Littlefinger show up like Stannis at the Wall and just attack Stannis' army and fuck them up really badly. We could see that.
Right.
Stannis might end up hiring the Golden Company, 10,000 men, sellswords who have never broken a contract out of the Iron Bank out of Braavos. We could see that. We don't know. Because in the books at this point, he's frozen in at a village for 3 days, and he basically one of the representatives from the Iron Bank comes over. Hey, your loan was approved. We're gonna start sending you money and troops and fucking and food. So
your loan was approved.
Yeah. I hope Brienne doesn't kill him. If Brienne even brings up that row, you killed your brother Renly. You're not an honorable man. I like to see Stannis put her in her place and go, my brother committed treason. Like, what's wrong? My younger brother declared himself king. I'm his older brother. You know what I mean? Like, there's a beautiful thing from the books of Robert that Donald Noy says to Jon Snow. Robert was the true steel. Stannis is the pure iron, which is hard and brittle the way iron gets, but he'll bend before he breaks. And Renly was like bronze, copper. He's nice to look at, but not much. But he's not. Oh no, he's nice. I don't know. It's like he's nice to look at, but he's not much in material or something like that. He's not much to look at or something like that. He's nice material, but he's not much to look at or something like that. But basically, he's just saying Renly sucks. Fuck Renly. I don't know what the pure steel was about Robert. He was really awesome back in his day, but he sort of sucks now. And once Stannis sets his mind on something, he won't stop. That's always been his thing.
Oh, you know something I saw about Stannis that someone said that I thought was pretty funny? He could fulfill the prophecy of Azor Ahai by pure will.
I mean, there was a reviewer that Hellman turned me on to. Hellman, do you remember that British reviewer who would review games but talking really fast with like little stick figures?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I was watching that today.
Yeah, he was talking about how Batman could will himself into existence and then just stop the game from being made to stop the Joker or something like that from doing. Like,
what game was he talking about? I'm gonna have to watch that.
I think he was talking about Batman. He's talking about Batman for some reason, but Stannis Bradley could will himself into existence and stop and kill George R. R. Martin from finishing the books or something like that. That's a very real possibility. No one is counting on.
All right. Well, I think that's a good time to wrap it up.
No, we have to talk about Cersei.
Oh, yeah, Cersei.
I almost forgot about.
But we're not done with Stannis. Hellman, what do you think is going to happen with this episode in specific? What do you think is going to happen with this episode?
Walk of shame, naked.
I'm talking about Stannis, you son of a bitch.
Same thing.
Stannis is naked doing the walk of shame.
No. Lena Headey naked.
There's not enough like of a camera. Like they can't zoom out wide enough to show the girth and width of his penis.
Melisandre hopefully just decides, you know what? I'm never gonna wear any more clothes. She's just walking around naked.
She's just, you know what? The Lord of Light wants me to not wear any clothes. She's so. Carice Van Houten is so
beautiful. She's
I
beautiful.
love older women, and Carissa Howland, you are. By the way, your album is phenomenal. I really love your album. If you're watching this, you have a great album. So
If she's watching this, she didn't get this far into the video. She's 10 minutes in.
she stopped it like I should stop wearing clothes, and she just turned it off.
No, she got 10 minutes into the video and she's like, you guys are fucking idiots. She fucking walked away.
Yeah, this guy's playing video games. He's not paying attention. This guy has an Amish beard. Like,
And this guy's getting drunk on camera.
This guy's hammered out of his fucking mind.
That's
So
awesome.
hopefully we'll see the Siege of Winterfell. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll get the result of it. Maybe it'll just be a cliffhanger.
It's very possible.
Like, every storyline might just get a cliffhanger.
Oh Christ. I like to see. I mean, Stannis could lose. It's a real possibility that Ramsay takes Stannis' army, takes them out, captures Stannis' men, and he's flaying his men. He sends Jon Snow the pink letters. Jon Snow marches. This will be next season, obviously. Marches south with Davos, takes Winterfell, rescues Stannis, and then eventually Jon Snow goes back to the wall, gets Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. Oh, poor man.
So we all think in some form we're going to see the Siege of Winterfell, and the result could be a cliffhanger.
I think in my heart of hearts, I think Stannis takes Winterfell. I think Littlefinger shows up. I don't know. Littlefinger's the wild card. I don't know what he's going to do. I'd like to see him fail. I'd like to see him fall on his face. I like to see Littlefinger humbled. I like to see him on his knees begging Stannis not to kill him.
Then low blow.
Fuck. RKO. But yeah.
RKO.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tommy Carcane's gonna get hit.
Helman, what do you think? Do you think Stannis takes Winterfell, or do you think he takes Winterfell and gets taken out by
I think there's an 80% chance that he takes Winterfell, a 50% chance, honestly, that he dies.
After the fact that he burned his daughter, he's like, if he's gonna go down with like 20 people dead besides him, and he's gonna be like bleeding out.
I hope that after he killed his daughter, now that the snow's melt, I think that Stannis has like Omega level, like he's like Brock Lesnar, fucking hopping back and forth before a match. He's like ready to fucking go. I hope he's just got his fire is illuminating to the fucking skies.
Dude,
And Stannis wants it.
You know what'd be so fucked up? You know, in the preview it says the siege at Winterfell begins in sunrise, right?
Sunrise.
What if we don't see that at all? It just says that it cuts off the Edison storyline for the rest of the episode.
At the very end, the last scene.
We're gonna see Daenerys trying to make pancakes in the.
The very last scene is that scene where they draw swords. They're just like, shh, and then the credits roll.
Yeah, I would just be like, what? What the what? Fuck this.
Next time, on the next season of Game of Thrones, we go back in time for a prequel.
Robert's Rebellion.
Targaryen singing career and why it didn't take off.
I'd be like,
Barristan Selmy stole all of his money. It's fucking. Oh god, that'd be awful.
Now all that's left is Cersei.
Stannis is the one true king. He'll take Winterfell. Oh, by the way, Gideon, let me correct what you're saying real quick. He burned his daughter. Fuck you, Gideon. You listen. There's few men in the world, in our real world, who would sacrifice their children for strangers, for millions of strangers. All right, he did his duty. He did right by the realm. All right, Gideon.
You're never gonna win that argument, but okay.
I actually have. Honestly, I actually turned around 2 people today on the phone.
That's fantastic.
hey, could she somehow get resurrected?
No, she's ashes.
I'm just asking.
Wait, Helmet. Can you please explain to this asshole, all right, like why he's wrong?
Oh, did Helmet just say can Shireen get revived?
I had to ask. I mean, who the fuck knows in this goddamn world?
Can you tell Gideon why he's wrong?
Shireen is Lady Stoneheart.
Ugh. Can you please tell Gideon why he's wrong, Helmet?
Gideon, you're wrong because I don't know why, but you just are.
Excellent. Next subject.
Wow, Helmet. Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm just second because I have our channel on.
I think you're distracted. I think you're distracted.
The video is getting long-winded, so let's move on to the last thing.
All right, before we do, he sacrificed his
I
daughter.
know. You said it 100 times.
Fuck you, Giddy, because you don't get it.
No, you don't.
No. Daenerys has never had to make. Shut the fuck up so you get this.
I understand.
I will mute your mic, sir.
I understand. Just come on.
All right, we'll be done in a second. Give me a second here. Daenerys has never had to make any hard decisions. Okay? She never had to make any hard decisions. Stannis is the one who had to sacrifice his daughter. All right?
I totally understand.
All right, and Stannis is your king. So let's move on.
I totally understand.
Cersei. Yeah, I think in the promo it showed her kneeling before the high sparrow, which is the high septum technically. I mean, from the books, all right, guys. Clearly, this asshole has spoiled so many things from the books. We can't really keep anything bottled up. She's gonna do the walk of shame.
You think that's all gonna happen in this episode?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think this episode is gonna be like an hour or 59 minutes of constant shit happening. Yeah, I think she's gonna do the walk of shame. I think her trial by combat is gonna happen. What I don't know is the books have not touched upon it. If she has her trial by combat, Loras could fight for Marjorie. The Franken Mountain could fight for Cersei. And if the Franken Mountain kills Loras, I mean, it's a possibility that, Marjorie could die and the Queen of Thorns loses all of her heirs. I mean, and that would actually make sense if she actually just left and then ended up backing fucking Stannis.
I don't think their trial is against each other. I think it's two separate trials.
Oh, that would make sense, but I mean, if not, that would be pretty fucking cool.
Hey, but for sure, Lena Headey. Yeah.
You just said her name. I don't know what the fuck that means.
You know what I mean.
Why don't you just say it out loud to the podcast?
He's trying to summon her.
They know what I mean.
I don't think they do. They're literally watching this for the first time.
Walk of shame.
Naked. Thank you, Hellman. Thank you. You could have just said that 30 seconds ago, but
you did it for me, so
you're scum like Gideon. So yeah, Lena Headey would be naked doing the walk of shame. In the books, Cersei has gained weight because she keeps eating she keeps eating boar and drinking wine, and she's gained a lot of weight, and she did the walk of shame. But in the show, obviously, Lena Headey is perfect.
She's turning to Robert.
Yeah, she's turning. Actually, that's funny. She's turning into Robert, the person she despised. But yeah, I think she's gonna do the walk of shame naked. If there is a god, she'll do the walk of shame naked. I want to see Lena Headey in all of her glory.
Considering the title of the episode, that might be how the episode ends.
And some fans think, "Oh my God, Lady Stoneheart!" Lady Stoneheart might appear. It's 1% possibility, but I think the showrunners have said they're not doing Lady Stoneheart.
Until the show ends, there's only going to be like a 5% possibility of Lady Stoneheart popping out of anywhere.
Yeah. And by the way, I think that, this is just me, I think people are going to call Stannis Lord Stoneheart. I think they might end up calling him Lord Stoneheart, but that's just my theory. That's just it.
Oh, my stars.
Oh, my stars. Nice Archer reference. So, Gideon hasn't seen Archer because he sucks. But, other than that, that's it. That's our Game of Thrones predictions. Like, comment, and subscribe, or just subscribe. You don't have to like or comment. Just subscribe to us. Like and subscribe, don't comment. I think that's the best thing I can offer you. I have 4 empty beer bottles. I'm going to work on the next 2. Gideon, Hellman, anything to add for the end of this prediction?
That's it. Were we back?
I just really hope Stannis takes Winterfell.
Stannis is going to. You have to have faith in Stannis and the Lord of Light. The Lord of Light came through on his promise. He melted the snow. Stannis at Omega levels of peak awesomeness.
Brock Lesnar.
He's at Brock Lesnar levels of just invincibility. Or hopefully he gets to like that the maximum, which is like Stone Cold Steve Austin returning, and you can't get any higher than that. Where you stop Kane from going on a monster rampage when it's Kane's moment. You're awesome. So, yeah, Stannis is going to take Winterfell. He's going to cut Daenerys' breasts off and then her head off, and it's going to be amazing. So,
Jesus.
He's going to cut everyone's head off and then burn them.
Adam, you know something I wanted to say?
What?
You said in Stannis' religion, dying by fire is the purest death, right?
Yeah.
So I guess dying by dragonfire would be the highest of pure deaths. So Stannis will get a very pure death one day.
Perhaps, but that would like Stannis would have already killed the dragon, so your timeline doesn't make sense. Yeah, he killed the dragons with an M1 tank. So that was the same tank that attacked Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1 for you people. All right, broadcast is over. I'm gonna keep drinking and I have to go take a piss. So long live Stannis Baratheon.